Hey guys, Danny here doing a review today of the Dreaming Way Tarot because I had an unboxing filmed and first impressions, but apparently I got trigger happy and deleted it from my phone. So that failed. I got a lot of glare today. Let me take these off. So yeah, so we're gonna do that today instead. So whatever. And then I got this in the mail today. This was a birthday present from my husband, who's like, I went on your Amazon list and I got you something and it'll be in a couple of days. I was like, oh, how sweet. So I think I know what it is. But anyway, so since sorry, the thunderstorm is going on in the background if you hear all that. So I opened this Dreaming Way Tarot and I fell in love. I fell in love with this deck. It even found its crystal, a little quartz crystal with a bunch of really cool inclusions in here. So I sat with it for a while and the very next day I chopped all the borders off. So this is now borderless. So my review starts with the backs. I am not a fan of these backs. I like the color. I like the green, but I don't like the dots. And the only reason I say that is because this reminds me of like some, I don't know, early 2000 artwork that was everywhere. So like when I think of this back, I think of that artwork and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to see it. But that's okay, because what I'm considering doing is going to get some really cool, maybe even like a wood grain or something with texture on it, and rebacking these. I've done a modification of my Gypsy Oracle deck, and I changed out the backs. I put vinyl on the back, and it came out really well, and it was really fun to do. So I think I might do that to these cards because I do love this deck a lot, like really quickly. So just about that is like, nah. Now, good card stock, really great to work with. Seems like it's pretty durable. This is by who? Who's this by? US Games, so it's standard. So yeah, I love the mix of modern, kind of, some of them are almost like medieval, some are very couture. The clothing and the artwork is like kind of, there's a good contrast, but it vibes well. You know, like, it's the good kind of contrast. Some of these outfits that that these people have on, I'm like, oh my god, I totally wear that. Is that weird? I'd totally wear that. I love the wintry vibe of these swords. So beautiful. I'm just gonna kind of do a quick flip through. See, like, this is like super modern to me. I love the idea of this card. Very cool world card. Love the polka dot cups. See, and this looks super fantasy. I don't know, I like how different. See, and there's like all the flowers. Not a huge fan of the sun card. But I find like a lot of sun cards, like, that's really not my card in a deck. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are very similar. And it's not that it's a bad image or anything like that. It's just like, I think it could be done better. But that's what tradition does, right? It just keeps up with that same theme, but that's okay. See, like, this looks super couture. This outfit. Beautiful Page of Wands. I really like her because she seems like super earthy, but there's that water. She's got the wand, which is like fire. There's wind blowing. You can see it in her hair. So it's like she's a culmination of all the elements to me. I don't know why. I just really resonate with her. I love all these like green wings they have. Probably one of my favorite Ten of Wands. I love that we see him picking up the wands. I really love that. I feel the Queen of Wands is super 90s in her little outfit. High Priestess, the Fool. I just love that sun that's with him here, or her. And I do like the sort of fluidity in some of the characters. They look very androgynous, you know? I really like that. Super traditional. King of Pentacles here. I like his little grapes. I love this card. I don't know, it just feels like a little fairy tale creature, kind of like walking away. Like, that's the best way to describe it, is for me to actually do it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Lovely. The cups are probably my favorite suit. They're kind of my favorite suit in general, but I love these polka dot cups, you know? Like, I don't know. It's a thing. It's the thing that I like. But the swords in this deck, I love this whole wintry vibe. I love it. Kind of a typical-ish Judgment. Got the angels coming out of the clouds. Not like super religious, but still has that connotation. But not too bad. Love this Page of Cups. The teacup, the teapot, and then the fish coming to the cup, I thought was so cool. Awesome Queen of Cups. I love the fact that she's got her little daughter there. What are these? Another outfit, like, I'll walk out of here in that. Yup. Love this Magician as well, because the hands in the pocket, but still showing that all of the tools kind of floating in the air in front. Like, is he manifesting these? Is he levitating these? Are they in his imagination? Are they real? Like, I love it. And the backgrounds, super cool. Super cool backgrounds. So, the Hanged Man, I really also, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see, it's kind of blurry, looks like, but the blue that the artist added to some of the faces in this one, love it. Great Death, super couture. Pentacles, two, that mix of whimsy and modern. There's another blue face, Injustice. I like her too. I would love to know the artist's idea behind creating such an obvious winter landscape for the swords, when I find none of the other, now unless I just really didn't notice, sorry, I had a little hiccup right there. Unless I really didn't, you know, notice the obvious seasons. I love this moon. The obvious seasons in the other suits, but the winter throughout the suit of swords is legit, y'all. I really like it. Another one of those green winged angels. I love this Wheel of Fortune because of all the tangled up spool that's on this spinning wheel. It's like the epitome, like, everything can go super great, but one little kink and you can get it all knotted, and then you have to sit there and unknot it. But it can be unknotted. You can still make do. You just have to be patient and unknot it. I like that. Love that blue. And the swords all look busted and like ate up, like they've been through some shit. And I like that because most decks, I was looking around to see if I had any other ones. I don't have any at this desk. This is my actual work desk. But these all look busted, where so many look very pristine or like really intact. I like that worn look to them. And I find so do the Pentacles. Like the Pentacles look like people have been using them things. You know what I mean? You can see. Oh, I love a good thunderstorm. I can't even lie. This checkerboard pattern throughout has that like Alice in Wonderland vibe, which y'all know I love. Sorry, my cards are, look at this, look at this. They've just slid down my keyboard into a jumbled mess. It's okay. And like the whimsical shoes. Ugh. But then we got this super modern couture vibe. It's just great. Just great. I love this tower. Oh, I love this tower. I like a tower that shows me some destruction. And I love this. Like there's smoke coming out, there's lightning, everything is crumbling. It almost looks like water spewing forth. Like there's so much rubble. I love it. I love it. I think this is a really cool Lovers, because when I think of the Lovers card, I think of the choice you have to make sometimes in regards to having that partner, right? Like you have to choose to love someone forever. And they're like, not saying that there's not, you know, true love, blah, 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 blah. What I'm saying is they're not always bright and shiny times. There are times when things get gritty. There are times when people, you know, get off kilter or have a rough time or disconnect or, you know, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of rocky roads and bumps. Like you have to decide that this person is worth your time. And I said all that because that's what this sparks in me. Like you have this like fairy creature kind of bringing these two people together, and they're nervous and they're scared. So they have a choice to make to connect to each other, and a choice to, you know, try this or be too shy and walk away, and to really put forth the effort that it takes to get to know each other. So that's just what it brings up for me. That was a bit of a tangent. Sorry. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. That was a bit off, y'all. Sorry. Just flowing through. You gotta make a choice. That's why I love interesting Lovers cards. I don't have the deck, but I know in the, oh my gosh, Everyday Enchantment Oracle Tarot deck, I've seen quite a few people's reviews because I think I love to listen to people's reactions for that deck. And so many people comment on it, and it's such an interesting Lovers card because they show so many different types of love. They show older people and younger people and animals, like these different connections. And it's like, I love that because there's a difference between that brand new love and that love that you had to make a choice and you had to stay there and work through the tough spots. So I really love an interesting Lovers card. Yeah, I like that depth to it. So anyway, that is the Dreaming Way Tarot. And just before we go, if this is what I think it is, everybody's already seen this deck. So it's just going to be a, hey, look at this. Ah, it is. It is. So my sweet, sweet hubby snatched for me A tarot in a tin. A tarot in a tin. I do love these tin versions. I have like 4 or 5 of them. But I don't have this one, the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Centennial Edition. I love the backs of these cards. I messed around with my Smith-Waite deck, the Borderless Edition this morning. So it's like such a huge difference, like holding these in my hand versus the really big other one. But these backs are probably my favorite backs of all. And like a part of me is like, I really want to take these borders off, but it's not worth messing up these backs. So, and again, I love the vintage feel to these. I love that like tea stained look. We all know what these look like. But, so I'm really excited. Yay! Yeah, I just like this vibe of this deck. So I'm super excited to have this added to my collection, because I have my original Rider-Waite was the one in the yellow box that is like borderline offensive to the eye. Is it so bright? At least to me. Like, I love a good brightness, but that yellow is for real. So like, that's why I got the borderless one, because I wanted that tea stain look. I didn't want to have to cut the borders around it, but I was really trying to get my hands on this one because, again, the backs are my favorite. I love the pale blue. Excuse me, that hiccup just really wants to just come forth. We're gonna try to skip that. I love the flower and Pixie's signature on here, and I just really wanted to get my hands on one of these, so I'm excited to have this one added to my collection. So thanks you guys for watching, and I will be back soon. Much love.